Good morning, KMA Tribe, friends, family, students. I am Grandmaster Stephen Oaks to you, and today I want to ask you a critically important question. Whose side are you on? In sports, are you Bucks, Boats, Marlins? It's not the Marlins. Who is it? Rays fan, or the team from wherever you came from before, or some other team for some other reason? If we get a little more serious, are you a Republican or a Democrat? Pro-Israel, pro-Palestine. There is no shortage of like things that are very, very polarizing in the world today for you to choose a side. And, all you got to do is listen, watch. By the way, I do my best not to listen or watch most of the medium in which too much time is focused on those things, which brings me to the lesson of today. Most importantly, or at least I believe the most important question to the most important answer to the question of whose side are you on is that you be on your own side and that your behavior supports that. And listen, some of the things I'm going to talk about today that I'm going to share as my ideas on how to be on your own side, I was not always good at. I was, if we were of the ilk that judges people on their past instead of their present behavior, I would have been a hypocrite in some of the things I'm about to say. But I can tell you that I have applied all of these decisions and behaviors today, and it's made all the difference for me. And maybe it'll be useful for you too. See, more important than any of those whose side are you on decisions is being on your own side. And what do I mean? I mean, are you feeding nutritious food to yourself that makes you feel strong and healthy and full of energy? Or are you just, filling your face with whatever junk food is easy to get quickly so you don't have to cook? Are you filling your mind with quality content? If you're hearing this, I guess you are right now. But, quality podcasts, quality books, quality courses, quality, like in what you read and what you listen to and what you expose yourself to. Are you watching the talking heads talk about those other controversies? Or are you focused on the things that will help empower you to be the best and highest version of yourself and therefore, be charged up, fired up, taking action, making choices, and reflecting behaviors that move you in the direction of your dominant goals instead of paralyze you with fear and anxiety about all these other things that are outside of your control? What about the people you associate with? Do you associate with, well, and again, if you're in the KMA tribe, I know you do, but outside of that, do you associate with positive and empowering and encouraging people that cheer you on in your roles and goals as much as they're fighting for their own? People that want to push you up instead of pull you down. People that encourage you by inspiring you to your next level of excellence, not by supporting it. If when you feel like whining about where you're at. Now, listen, again, I apologize for that because I know I'm speaking to an audience that doesn't do that, but the people that do. And just in case every once in a while you may be tempted to fall into that same mistake, then maybe that was also useful for you. What am I saying here? This morning over coffee, I had a talk with Barb on a related note, not on this subject. This particular meditation came to me in shaving my head after coffee time. But, during coffee time, we were talking about how in all the things in nutrition and exercise and any other thing, there's like this spectrum, right? There's like the two extremes and the mean in between. And, of course, we know that Aristotle said that, the virtue is always the mean between the extremes, but that's not the point of this. The point is that in the spectrum of our lives, you know, there are things that we know we need to do for ourselves to be more healthy, to be more happy, to be more emotionally balanced and sound. Are you on your own side? Are you at least doing those things? Because listen, on that nutritional spectrum, right, there's carnivore on one side and there's vegan on the other, and there's a whole lot of other choices in between. But have you found, and are you following the one that is closest, that works for you the best, right? And or, by the way, let me tell you something. They all agree that stuff in Big Macs in your face all the time is not the choice. There's nobody that agrees on that yet. That's a thriving business. Listen, I know that I'm talking about a lot of different things here, but what I'm trying to say, is that right now, amongst the myriad of distractions available to us, there are some really, really crazy things going on in the world. And we know it is an important time in American history. And it is also true. None of those things are as important to your individual well-being than what you consume, what you think, the choices you make, and the actions you take. And it's true for you and it's true for me. So that we can live in the happiest, healthiest, highest version of ourselves. Prepare to live, empowered to lead. Make it a great day. Hope to see you soon at KMMA.